learning how to safely earn glory. There are different ways for each type of Primarch. Please note that you should only be farming glory if you have more than 20,000 troops in your reserves. To check this, do the following. You want to click on our castle, click Manage, and once it loads, scroll all the way to the end to the barracks. Click on the barracks icon, and you can see up at the very top your houses your regular troops and then a troop number. I currently have 54.8 thousand troops just in reserve, so I can safely and allowed by our team rules farm glory. Now there are two ways to farm glory. The first is to be part of a castle siege. Unless you are told to do so, we are not going to try to take another castle. We do not want to farm glory from trying to siege another castle. That's when you leave our home base and you travel to another enemy castle, like these our neighbors, and sit on their base and attack their Primarchs. That is a big no-no, and we do not want to do that. That will cause us to make a lot of enemies, and people will be coming for our castle. So that's why we don't do that. The other way is to go into no man's land and attack or wait to be attacked in no man's land. When picking a no man's land, make sure that you travel there, or that when you travel there, it doesn't pop up to say an enemy castle is in the way. I have yet to see that, but it does happen, and if you see that and you choose to go anyway, you're going to get stuck there. The easiest way to find no man's land is to scroll out a little bit and find a dark red area. It'll look like this stepia. It'll have kind of a marbly texture to it, and that's a no man's land. What you're going to do in no man's land is you're going to go to one of the castles, and you're going to move there. And it's going to take you there. There was no enemy castle in my way, so I know I'm not going to be trapped. Now, when you're trying to get glory, there are a few things you need to look at. What kind of Primarch are you using? What percentage of glory will you get? How many troops are you willing to lose? Every Primarch has its own way of gaining glory. When attacking somebody, you need to make sure that there is always 90 to 100% under the attack button. Always make sure you will keep the minimum troop requirement, as it is important to the team that you do so. Another thing to keep in mind is your attack and defense power. If you're attacking, you want to make sure your attack power is higher than the defense power of the Primarch you're attacking to earn glory. If you're leaving a Primarch to be attacked, make sure you're using a Primarch with a high defense power. With a high defense power, if the attacker has less attack power than you have defense, they'll lose more troops than they kill, and you'll gain more glory. Also keep in mind not to attack teams we've made alliances with to prevent a broken alliance. If we have an actual alliance with their Primarch, or with the team, their Primarchs will be yellow instead of red. But in an unofficial alliance, you'll need to check the team name to make sure you don't attack them. We do have several teams that we have unofficial alliances with in Atlas, so we don't want to attack their players. If you're trying to level up a fighter, then go to no man's land and attack an enemy that you can 5-flame, or set up to have someone follow you and 5-flame with a backer. Keep an eye on your troop count, as you will most likely be attacked if you stay too long. Remember that once your fighter is level 5, you should no longer be using it. You should be researching and choosing a new fighter. If you're using a trapper, your best bet is to put 5,000 to 8,000 troops on it and park it in no man's land. Since they have low attack power, Attacking anything other than a sieger is going to hurt your troop count. You essentially want people to attack you so that you gain glory at a faster rate than the people attacking. If you're using a destroyer, you should be leveling it as if you were leveling a fighter. Since it's a balanced Primarch, attacking and being attacked will result in almost an equal amount of glory earned. You can do either. If you're leveling a Taunter, you want to leave your Primarch parked at no man's land. It's kind of like getting glory for a Trapper, but you will need more troops as it doesn't have nearly the high defense power of a Trapper. You'll really need to keep an eye on your troop count as you don't want to lose too many. If you are leveling a Sieger, you will need to be strategic with your attacks. The Sieger has high attack power, but its defense is very low. Attacking will yield you more glory, but being attacked will kill off your troops quickly, and you'll spend a lot of time reviving them. It might be wise to take someone with a Taunter to draw away attackers, or a Trapper to prevent other Trappers from locking you down and making you easy prey. Farming glory must be done smart to avoid risking all our team hard work. If done properly, you can get rewards from the Atlas season event page and be a great asset to the team and still have troops to use.